My mission is to impact the hearts and minds of women, helping them change their stories and empowering them to love themselves, their bodies, and their lives.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Change Your Story podcast. I'm Hannah Dawson, your host and transformation coach. I'm a certified personal trainer, nutritionist, mindset coach, writer, speaker, and creator of the Fit Club Babes app, and I am here to help you transform your life. While I love teaching all things nutrition and fitness, and trust me, you'll get lots of that on here, my true passion lies in the power of mindset and self-relationship. I know firsthand how powerful a mindset shift can be. It has profoundly impacted not only my health and fitness journey, but also my relationship with myself, and it can do the same for you too. Many women believe as we age, we lose our beauty, body, and health, but that's not true. You can feel and look amazing and get better with age, and I'm going to show you how. Are you ready to change your story? Let's flip the script one thought at a time. Hey everyone, it's Coach Hannah here. I just want to take a small little break and say, girl, hang on to those yoga pants because I am about to introduce to you a program that is going to transform your body and mindset like never before. If you are tired of playing whack-a-mole with your body and aging, dealing with the blahs of getting older and the weight loss roller coasters, are you ready? Say hello to the M3 method. This is your secret weapon. It is designed for women 30 plus. It's about building a lifestyle and body you love. So imagine this. Imagine waking up every day feeling excited to get dressed because you feel incredible in your skin. The M3 method isn't about becoming a smaller version of yourself. It's about becoming a stronger, more empowered version with energy and confidence so high you could power a rocket. It's about thinking more about nutrition and less about calories. The M3 method will help you sculpt and build a toned body, boost your metabolism, and power up your muscles by using food as your fuel. It is designed to show you that you are enough already and you have the body you want. It's about ditching the diet drama and celebrating your journey to becoming the healthiest, fittest, strongest, most confident version of yourself. So join me on a journey that will transform you. The M3 Muscle Method launches August 30th in the Fit Club Babes app, and we officially start September 2nd. So girl, let's flip the script because, we've got the muscles to do it and we have a story to change. Remember, it is never too late to start giving yourself love and care that you deserve. With the M3 Muscle Method, we are rewriting our stories and becoming the healthiest, strongest, most confident versions of ourselves. For more details, check out the show notes and follow us on Instagram at the Fit Club Babes. Let's get this party started, ladies. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the podcast today. I'm so excited to be here with you today. As we continue our series, We Will Not Let Age Change Us, but we will change the way we age. We are on episode 3. So if you haven't went and listened to episode 1 and episode 2, I highly recommend you do, or listen to them in whatever order. The first episode, we really talked about how it's not your hormones, it's not your age, and your metabolism is not broken. Such a good episode, ties into today's episode as well as the last episode 2. We really talked about the 2 things that you need to do if weight loss is your goal. The 2 things that you must do if you want to lose weight, have a successful fat loss phase. It's really important to always do the foundational stuff first. And so today we are talking about Ozempic. This is a hot topic right now. It has taken me, a bit. I know a lot of members came to me when it first started trending, probably a couple years ago, like a year and a half ago, just saying that they would love if I would talk about it. But I didn't know too much about it. As far as I knew that as a coach, I always stand by doing the things that will create a healthy lifestyle. And usually that doesn't buy into that there are, shortcuts, easy routes, quick fixes. That said, I know that there are certain things that certain people need to do, and I totally respect that. But I'm going to be sharing my perspective as a coach and why my biggest issue with Ozempic, just to give you ladies some knowledge around it, but also help you build a mindset to help you make the best decision on your health and fitness journey, where you're creating a lifestyle that you love, a body that you love, and really learning to build a healthy relationship with yourself. And so that's what we are going to be talking about today. And I just want to say, if you guys have any questions, I should say, ladies, if you have any questions about this episode, about any of the episodes, everything is in the show notes. Send me an email. I would happily answer those questions in an email, or I could do even a podcast Q&A and answer all of your questions that you may have about these episodes. I love your questions, by the way, and I also love your reviews, you guys. If you could take 2 seconds, if you're on Apple iTunes, and just scroll to the bottom of my main show page, and you can hit the stars. That's all it takes. It takes 2 seconds. You can leave a quick review if you like, what you love about this podcast. And you can also share this on social media and tag me at Change Your Story Podcast. We now have an Instagram page. So if you need some daily inspiration, daily encouragement, your daily dose of motivation, you are going to find it on the Change Your Story Podcast IG page. We've just created this and I'm so excited about it. It just makes me happy when I go to this page. That's what I wanted you to feel for this new IG page, is that when you go to it, you feel inspired and you just feel motivated and uplifted. Okay, so let's get into today's episode. Before we get into why Ozempic, my biggest issues with it as a coach, let's lay out the facts. Let's talk about what Ozempic is, what it does, who it's for. Let's lay out the facts, and then I will tell you why, what are my biggest issues as a coach, as a woman, and doing my own health and fitness journey and working with clients, helping them, create a healthy lifestyle. All right, you guys. So what is Ozempic? Ozempic is a medication that was originally created to help manage diabetes. It helps people with diabetes control their blood sugar levels. It does this by mimicking a hormone in your body called GLP-1, which helps regulate blood sugar levels and insulin levels. So how does Ozempic work? It works in 2 ways, okay? The first one is blood sugar control. Ozempic helps the body release the right amount of insulin when needed and reduces the amount of sugar produced by the liver. That's the first way it works. The second way it does is appetite regulation, which means it helps people feel fuller, which can lead to eating less and potentially losing weight. All right, so that's how it works, and what it was created for was people with diabetes, helping them manage diabetes. All right. So now we have a new trend, and it's called the off-label use for weight loss. So that's what they call it, because it wasn't intended for weight loss. It was intended to help people with diabetes. But I mean, now they're going to make tons of money, big pharma, right, on using it for lots of people want to lose weight. This is like $1 billion industry, the health and fitness industry, weight loss. So of course they're going to capitalize on it. So even though Ozempic was designed for diabetes, many people are now using it to help them with weight loss. This is known as off-label, which means it's using medication for something other than its original purpose. All right. So that's the definition of it. Now, the trend of using Ozempic for weight loss is growing because it can make people feel less hungry and more satisfied with smaller amounts of food. All right. This can lead to significant weight loss for some people. All right. Yeah. Doesn't sound that bad, right? All right. But here's the thing. You have hormones. So it's not magic that it makes you lose weight. It plays with your hormone called ghrelin. All right. Ghrelin is a hormone that makes you feel hungry. This is for your survival. This is a good thing. It will let you know it's time to eat. So when you haven't eaten for a while, ghrelin levels go up, signaling your brain that it's time to eat, as well as if you're in a fat loss phase. and you lose fat, actual fat, and your fat cells shrink, leptin is another hormone and it's found in your fat cells. And so when leptin shrinks, leptin is the hormone that makes you feel full, that signals your brain like we're done, we're good, we're satisfied. And so when you're at maintenance and above, leptin will help regulate your appetite. And so it makes you feel full. And now when you lose weight, leptin shrinks as well as your fat cells. And so the ability to feel full kind of goes away, but ghrelin is in high mode. So you're always food obsessed. This is a normal part of fat loss, is that you are hungry. And so it's learning how to manage that hunger. But again, I'm not going to go off onto that tangent. Okay. So let's just go over Ozempic and ghrelin. So Ozempic by mimicking the GLP-1, Ozempic can help reduce the levels of ghrelin in your body. This means you don't feel hungry as often, which can help with weight loss. So that's it in short summary. Now let's just quickly talk about the side effects of Ozempic, because side effects do not sound fun. So the common side effects of taking Ozempic are nausea, feeling like you want to throw up, actually throwing up, so vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, constipation, less common side effects but serious, pancreatitis, all right, kidney problems, thyroid tumors. They're, like crazy. Allergy reactions such as rashes, itching, difficulty breathing. So the consequences of using Ozempic, one is weight loss. So I guess that's positive, right? By reducing your appetite, it makes you feel fuller. The negative side effects of that is rapid weight loss leads to muscle loss and nutritional deficiencies if not managed properly. All right. Blood sugar control. The positive, it helps you manage your blood sugar in many people with diabetes. That's important for people with diabetes. All right. The negative is if it's not monitored, it can cause low blood sugar, hypoglycemia, especially if it's combined with other diabetic medications. All right. Long-term use. All right. Positive, it can help you improve your blood sugar controls and assist with weight management. The negative side of that is the long-term effects of using Ozempic for weight loss are not well studied, and it might require ongoing use to maintain weight loss. So meaning you can't go off of it. It's expensive. And again, that just brings you back to the negative side effects of, nutrient deficiencies, muscle loss, because you're not eating what your body actually needs to maintain one of the most important organs in your metabolism, which is your muscle. So there's that. So I just quickly want to touch back on ghrelin and hunger, and also the long-term consequences of this, ladies. So when using Ozempic, ghrelin levels are typically lower, which helps reduce hunger. However, if something goes wrong, as such as stopping the medication suddenly or becoming less effective, ghrelin levels can increase. This increase in ghrelin can make you feel hungrier and lead to overeating. All right. So when you mess with your hormones, like I said in the first episode, it's not your hormones. Well, if you start taking medication that messes with your hormones, it can trigger your hormones to, go haywire. Doesn't mean they're ruined forever, but again, we're going to get into that in a second. All right. So the second thing it affects is your basal metabolic rate. All right. So this is called your BMR. This is the number of calories your body needs to maintain basic functions like breathing and digestion. All right. When you lose weight, your BMR often decreases because your body requires fewer calories to maintain lower weight. All right. So this is really important because when you lose weight specifically, and a lot of rapidly comes from muscle loss, you've slowed your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. So now you have a slower metabolism. And now you don't have the muscle, the lean muscle tissue to keep your metabolism burning more calories at rest. All right. So it slows your metabolism. A slower metabolism means your body burns more fewer calories at rest. Okay, I'm just summarizing this. If you don't adjust your calorie intake after losing weight, you might regain the weight because your body is not burning as many calories as before. Now, this is going to go into another episode that we're going to do about the plan after the plan. See, women typically, ladies, you're not thinking about long term. You're just thinking about now. You're just thinking about getting the weight off. Well, it's not just that, because that's always been your issue. Weight loss has never been your issue. You've done many things and lost weight, and then you end up off worse than before because you've never learned how to manage your weight. All right. And so, there's so many important things when it comes to, it would be nice if someone would shut off my ghrelin so I wouldn't be thinking about food all the time. But why are you thinking about food all the time? Probably because you're hungry and you're not getting enough. And when we get enough, like that hormone leptin will secrete and say, hey, I'm satisfied, I'm good. And so when you're constantly living in a fight response, this is going to affect your cortisol. This is going to affect your mental health. It has so many negative side effects, ladies, when you don't take control of making lifestyle changes, healthy changes, and you're just looking for a quick fix. And that brings me into my biggest issue as a coach with Ozempic, okay? I'm not saying that you're bad if you take it or you should feel some type of shame. No, that's not what I'm saying. And it is intended for people with diabetes. So if you have diabetes and you're taking it, again, that's what you have to do to help manage your blood sugar because it's life or death. All right, ladies, but some of you are treating this weight loss like life or death, and it's not life or death unless you have an obesity problem and you're working with your doctor, which brings me back to this, is that you have to realize the habits that got you there are the reason why you are where you are. So taking something just to lose the weight is not going to help you sustain the new weight, because it's the lifestyle that is going to help it. It's going through the process that helps build you to be able to hold that lifestyle, to create a foundation for that lifestyle on. And a lot of the times us women, we don't think about that, right? We just want relief. We just want relief for a life of maybe years of bad decisions or years of yo-yo dieting, and we're so exhausted from it that we just want something to take away the pain now. And if we just lose the weight and we see the scale go down, our worth is so found in how much we weigh that we will feel better about ourselves. If we could just lose the weight, then we'll build the habits. But it never works like that. Trust me, I've been on that toxic roller coaster. It doesn't. It's like a hamster wheel. You think that once you lose the weight, you will feel good about yourself. You will be able to do the things because now you feel good. But here's the thing. Once you get there, the distortion is even worse. You don't have the tools to be able to manage that new weight. That's the most important thing. You don't have the muscle to be able to keep a healthy metabolism. You don't even know how to manage your nutrition or your hunger because you've relied on a pill to just shut it off. You can't just shut it off and shut it out and close your eyes and not deal with it. You have to deal with the issue. You have to deal with the reason why you're overeating. You have to deal with the reason why you're not doing the things that you should be doing as a coach. There's this little analogy that I love to use. I forget who said it. I think Joel Osteen. He's this pastor out of Lakewood, but I remember him saying this analogy, and it was so powerful because it really, it really made me think about my clients and even myself on my journey. And so it was the story of this dad and his son taking a walk on a beach by the ocean. And the son seeing this big turtle with these little baby turtles on the sand. And the little turtle is, struggling in the sand. It's struggling to get to the ocean. And so the little boy wanted to help that turtle by picking the turtle up and just bringing it to the ocean, to help it, get there faster. And the dad said, son, don't do that. And what the boy didn't realize is the reason that the turtles have their babies and hatch their eggs on sand is because they have to build their strength in the sand to be able to sustain them in the ocean, that if they didn't go through that process, they would die. If they went into the ocean, they wouldn't be able to have the ability, the strength to swim. And so that process of that struggle is what helps prepare them. And so what I want to say about this, ladies, is before you think about doing all the quick fixes, before you think about, taking a shortcut, because it is a shortcut. You're wanting the result without doing the work. You're wanting to jump in the ocean without building the struggle to help you sustain it. You want this look, you want this body, but that comes at a cost. It comes at creating a lifestyle. It's going to come from creating sacrifices. But if you try to get out of it prematurely, if you try to do these instant things, it's going to have consequences. All right, there's sacrifices or consequences. It's going to cost you. The sacrifices go before, the consequences from quick fixes, they last longer and they do more damage post, right? Sacrifices are something that we have to build. It's a mindset. We have to create that mindset. We have to create that lifestyle. So what is it that you're going to do? And so, like I said from the first few episodes, it's not your hormones, it's not your age, and your metabolism isn't broken, okay? It's not that, it's your mindset. It's your mindset and it's your habits, and you have to learn that you have this all or nothing. You think that you have to do it all perfectly. No, start with the lowest hanging fruit. What is it that you're not doing that you could do better? And that's why I love tracking your nutrition for 14 days. This is the biggest issue that women have. That's why they want to take Ozempic. Let's shut off my hormone that tells me to eat so that I could lose weight fast, and then my problems will be solved, but they're not. Your body needs a certain amount of food. It needs fuel. You're fueling it. If you want to look tight, lean and sculpted, and that dream body that you've always wanted, it comes at a cost and it comes at sacrifice, and you're going to have to build muscle, and you're going to have to give that muscle food. And if you don't give that muscle food, that muscle leaves. All right. Muscle is really expensive for your body to keep around. So if you are not fueling it with proper food, with protein, with carbohydrates, with fats, look, ladies, all of these play a significant role in our body. Fats are for our hormones. All right. So if we're not getting enough fat in the day, guess what that's going to affect? Our hormones. All right. What happens when our hormones kind of feel all over the place? I'm sure you've experienced PMS, where you go through anxiety and depression. Well, we can cause this for ourselves when we're not getting enough healthy fats in our day, which when we are, our mental health is better, our mood is better. Now let's talk about carbohydrates. Your body needs at least 120 grams of carbohydrates to produce serotonin. That deals with that depression. Serotonin is the happy chemical in your brain that helps you feel better. All right. When we're not getting enough carbohydrates, besides the fact that carbohydrates fuel our brain, which we're using our brain constantly, especially if you are an overthinker, if you work on lots where you have to use your mind, if you go through just like mental illness, think about how much your brain is just thinking. It needs carbohydrates to function. It helps fuel our workouts so that we have energy for our workouts. All right. Then there's protein. We have to at least be getting our body weight, or at least our lean body mass in protein a day. At least 100 to 120 grams of protein women need. Some need more than that. And that is all personal, but you will never know if you don't start taking control of your nutrition and understanding that your body needs these for a reason. They're not meant to be cut out. You cut them out, you're going to feel like shit. You are going to mess with your hormones. You are going to mess with leptin and ghrelin. And it's better to work with your hormones, work with building a strong metabolism. Yes, it's going to take time. Yes, it's not an overnight thing. It's years in the process. And I'll just say this. I just took a course that was called Training the Female Athlete. And I did this for you ladies because I really want to help. And I really want to learn more as a coach to be able to help give you the tools. And this is what I learned. The formula for success when it comes to your health and fitness goals is consistency plus effort times 10 years. So think, if you start now, in 10 years, you will be where you want to be. Yes, that seems long, but I mean, some of you have spent more than that on yo-yo dieting. Like you spent all of these things on going up and down in your weight. You might as well build some consistency. You might as well do it the right way, because then you'll look in 10 years, you'll be where you want to be. I mean, you'll have many milestones in between. Don't let that feel daunting, but you'll have in 10 years be able to look back and say, I created this. I did the work. And that's why we say little by little, a little becomes a lot. It's not about doing everything at once. You have 10 years to perfect your training, to dial in and learn about your nutrition, to track your nutrition. Right? So that's why the last episode I say, ladies, track your nutrition, just see where you're at. And how can we make it better? All right, not how can you do it perfectly, but where do you lack? Where are you nutrient deficient, right? Because if you're food obsessed, maybe it's just because you're not getting enough of certain macronutrients. And then we change that a little bit. All right. And then two, if you are having binging or overeating, why? A lot of it just comes down to not eating enough throughout the day or throughout the week, or extremely restricting food because our lack of knowledge around food, what we need. We have this fear of food, but food is there to help us, to heal us, to give us energy. It really is there. And your body really is smart. And if you start loving your body and thanking your body for everything it does, and thanking the food, I always say, before you eat your food, say, thank you, food, for what you're about to do in my body. Because there is so much power in your words and the way you speak over yourself. And I won't even get into that tangent today. But I just want to say, if this is, ladies, this is my biggest frustration with Ozempic, is just that most people that are using it for weight loss are not doing the things that are going to help sustain that weight loss. And again, Ozempic is something you should work with a doctor, a dietitian, a training coach, a nutrition coach. You should be doing all the things. If that's something you just feel like you need, then it should be those habits, those foundational things, mindset, training, nutrition should be first, in supplementation with that. But this is something, again, I'm not, a doctor on this. This is just my advice as a coach. You guys, if you need help with your nutrition and your training, if you're just really struggling to learn the tools on how to build this lifestyle, I do one-on-one coaching, as well as we have our all-in-one transformation app, okay? This app is essentially mimicking my one-on-one coaching, but you can do it on your own and it's more affordable. And again, it's laid out for you. All you have to do is pick a program, pick your workouts. You can still email me. I still am 100% available. You have meals, recipes, macronutrients. It will do all of that for you. You have a mindset section to set your goals. You have a progress check-in to do not only your pictures and your weight, but also biofeedback. How's your sleep? How's your energy levels throughout the day? How's your nutrition adherence? Like, those are important feedbacks. If we are not doing that and we're wanting to do something and just ignore the data, ignore the things that we have to constantly do, ignore the wins, ignore the mindset stuff, the mental work, because that is the foundation. If you are looking for a quick fix, you haven't done the groundwork. You haven't laid the foundation, which is working on your mindset. And so I help you with this. So we have the app, but I also have one-on-one coaching. The choice is yours. I'll put everything in the show notes. You guys, that is it. That is all. I hope you feel informed. I hope you, if you've been struggling, I hope this has given you clarity. Like, that's my biggest hope and prayer as a coach, that you just have clarity to make better informed decisions for your life. Remember, the goal is to become healthier, stronger, fitter, and your most confident self, and just feel and look amazing. And if, we're not doing the things that create the lifestyle and the woman we want to become, if the choices and methodologies that we're using are not in line with the character we want to be, or if it's something we feel shameful or hiding about, we feel that for a reason. That's like our gut, our intuition saying you're going down the wrong way. So yeah, again, I hope you feel inspired, you guys. I just want to encourage you, if you know somebody that this would help, please share this episode with them, with 2 to 3 friends you know that it would help, or maybe a family member. Tag me on social media if you really enjoyed this episode and let me know your thoughts on this. And then 2, if you wouldn't mind just going and giving me a review or rating the podcast, or doing both, just choose what you have time for. I would truly appreciate it. It really does support me and this podcast show. But that is everything for now. I love you all. Stay tuned for next week, because we're going to be talking about how you need to switch your focus from weight loss to body composition and what that even means. So I'm so excited to teach and talk about this. You guys, I am so excited. Our new program called the Muscle Method, the M3 program, Align Your Strengths and Commit to Change, will be launched on August 30th. So to find out more, make sure you subscribe to the email list below. Come and visit our Fit Club Babes IG page so you can hear about the program, who it's for, what it does, the length, how it's going to help you on your health and fitness journey. This program, I have put my heart and my soul into it, and I'm so excited because I know it is going to transform not only your body, but your mind and your life as well. Bye for now.